Welcome to my first MMA tutorial video where I'll be showing you guys how to use basic fundamentals in street fighting and how to overcome a bigger opponent or maybe a smaller opponent or just opponent in general. But I'm really trying to show you how to fight someone when you're at the disadvantage, whether it's biologically, you're just a smaller person, or you just don't have any experience in fighting. And I know this is an unorthodox video. It's in my fucking room, and I don't have someone with me that is helping me demonstrate certain moves and whatnot. And I will do that if you guys really start watching these videos. I'll actually take it into my MMA gym. Maybe I'll show you guys sparring matches, and maybe I'll do certain jiu-jitsu spars and whatnot with my MMA peers. But we're going to start with this. I'm going to start with teaching you guys basics of street fighting and how to use MMA tactics. And, you know, you might think that I can't really teach you much over just the iPhone and nobody with me, but I really can teach you guys a lot of things that go against your premeditated thoughts that you automatically have, thinking, for example, that you're going to go backwards, you're going to lean backwards away from these punches. And I see it all the time in street fighting. They lean back, their natural instinct, the premeditated thought is to lean back away from the punches, when that's the worst thing they can possibly do. Literally, the worst thing that you can do is put your weight back. As a matter of fact, it's even better putting your weight forward, by the way, which is also wrong and do not do. But at least it's better if you're bringing your weight forward, because at least you have force in your punches. What you really want to do is you want to be balanced. You want to be on your front toes. You want to feel like you're quick. You want to feel like you have a strong base and that you can use torsion in your hips. And the only way you can do that is if you're on your front toes, to use full extension and full torsion in your punches. So, we're going to start with footwork. This is called a orthodox stance. An orthodox stance is when you are right-handed, your main hand is right-handed, and your main jab hand would be your left, which is another thing I want to talk about. Your jab hand and jabbing in general is a very underused weapon in MMA. And not only MMA, street fighting, UFC, other MMA organizations, like in every aspect of fighting, it is a very underused weapon. And it is my favorite weapon, and I succeed a lot of the time using pretty much only my jabs and my right straights. No hooks, straight right strikes. It's all about coming straight to your opponent. And not only is it quick and effective, but there's a proven fact that your parental vision doesn't pick up things that are coming straight towards you as fast as they do when they're coming from the side. Your brain doesn't get that reaction as quick when someone's coming straight at you. Even if it's the same time coming to your head, in your brain it doesn't connect as quickly. So you want to come straight at someone. You want to come straight to someone, and it only takes 3 pounds of pressure to knock an individual out. That is not a lot of power. That's not a lot of weight in someone's and a lot of force in someone's punch to knock someone out. You think that's kind of crazy, right? But it's not about how much force you lay into a punch, which helps as long as you stay balanced. I mean, yeah, put as much force as you can, but do never throw yourself off from a punch. You always want to be balanced and ready to receive a punch and then be able to deflect it or block it or evade it. Which is another thing I want to go over is head movement. Head movement is very important. So when you're jabbing or you're throwing a right straight or you're throwing a right hook, left hook, uppercut, any of those kind of punches, any punch at all, whether it's an overhead or anything, you want to use torsion in your hips. You want to use that back leg, that front leg, to use that torsion and that force. And it creates way more generation of not only power but speed. And speed is key. That is an absolute fact. Speed is always key. It's always about attacking your opponent quickly. You know, you gotta attack him quickly. It's not like this big overhead punch which can affect someone if they're caught off guard. If you see they're open and you're good with your accuracy, yeah, sure, throw an overhead punch. Throw one of those wide punches. But you gotta have form, and form is very important. Coming out wide like this is not generating nearly as much power if you're swinging your arm as much as it is using that torsion, using that weight to push forward and drive into your opponent. But it's all about footwork. You know, once again, all of these things I'm saying and talking about, it all comes down to one thing. It comes down to footwork. You want to be able to feel quick. And see, I'm all about being all over the place, being able to move my head everywhere, because I was taught when I first started taking, not at MMA, but martial arts. I took Israeli martial arts, Krav Maga. It's about real scenarios, real street fighting. And they taught us not only how to fight one opponent, but how to fight other opponents. And if you guys want me to show you guys how to disarm weapons, knives and guns, and going from baseball bats to crowbars to just a bunch of random things that I learned in my classes because we talk about real scenarios, I can show you that as well. So, southpaw stance would be right hand in front. That would be your leading hand. Orthodox would be your right hand is your power punch and your left hand is your jabbing punch. First thing you need to think about, no matter what stance you're in, whether it's orthodox or it is southpaw, you need to be on your front toes. You just work on it before you even start. Like if you want to shadow box, you want to hit your bag, you want to do anything, before you even start throwing punches, work on your footwork. Work on being comfortable with being on your front toes. Work on getting that little bit of bend in your legs. You got to get that little bit of bend. You can't be straight up. You don't want to be low. You want to have that balanced medium stance where you have your legs. They feel like they feel like you can spring them. You can spring forward. You can hit someone with all that force and knock someone on their ass. Instead of going like this and throwing these overhang punches, which I've experienced, and to be quite frankly, I'm all about kicks. And when someone's like this, I'm not going to go into them because I'm all about being balanced. I'll throw a push kick right into their lower abdomen. They're like this. They go flying on the ground. You get on top of them. You either beat them up, or you can be the better man in the fight there and try to walk away, and if they come at you, then take them down again. But I'm all about self-defense. Not hurting people, but using your martial arts as a way of evading getting hurt or getting in danger or having loved ones in danger and helping them, defending them. That's what martial arts is about. So, another thing is you want to be clear-headed when you're fighting. You want to be thinking logically, not with anger. Do not let anger ever drive you. Because when you're thinking with anger, you will often find yourself throwing yourself forward, coming forward, putting your weight forward because you just naturally have that. Your anger is causing you to attack in a unhumanly manner. And what you want to do is you want to be able to think clearly and be patient. Be patient. Let him attack first. Allow him to attack first. You have good footwork. I'm telling you, if you have good footwork, it's going to allow you to evade most punches. Another thing is most street fighters are very predictable. Never have this one punch back here and they can see that you're winding this punch up and that this punch is going to come in. Can't do that. It's all about predictability. If they don't know what you're going to throw, there's no way that a random street fighter is going to know how to block and evade a punch that's coming at them if you have no predictability. Moving your hands, you won't always be moving those hands, and then boom, throw a jab, throw a straight, and once again, be on your front toes, throw an uppercut, whatever it is. If you know how to kick, then throw a kick. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The point is you need to be on your front toes, you need to be patient with your attacks, you need to be clear-headed. All these things, put them together. Don't go on your back leg. Even though it's your premeditated, natural thought to get away from those punches, don't go on your back leg. Anyone goes on their back leg, I'll throw a leg kick. They go down. They're done. They're on their knees. They're done. No matter how big and strong their legs are, they're done. Kick them right in the side of the leg, right in the side of the knee. They're down. So, if this helped you at all, and I know it's a simple video, and I know I have so many other things to teach you, but this is all I'm going to do in this video, then leave a comment, leave a like. You know, hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button. It'd be awesome. I'm gonna end the video with a little shadow box. You know, I don't know if you guys want to see it in action or not. If you don't, go ahead and end the video. Do whatever. Take care, boys.